How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another nightly review. Today I will be going over the Golden Knights 6-2 victory over the LA Kings. What a game it was. So let's go over it. So Marc-Andre Fleury would be getting the start against Jonathan Quick. If you're an LA fan, and after the way that this season's gone, you know that starting Jonathan Quick against the Golden Knights hasn't gone so well, and I can't make a claim that it went any better, especially after the Toskala goal. So we'll get to it. Anyway, Matthias Janmark finally makes his Golden Knights debut, and my God, did that line look good. That line was dominating. I don't know what those three, Tuck, Nosek, and Janmark together, looked pretty good. It's one game, but it's pretty promising. So we'll see where it goes. So early in the game, Grundstrom hooks Tuck, and the Golden Knights get a power play. Stone got a tip on that power play, but nothing else really came out of it. LA kind of got the faster start, but the Golden Knights caught up pretty quick. And one thing I noticed in this game was that LA was out shooting the Golden Knights for about half of this game. And it did not feel like it in any way. The Golden Knights were getting most of the chances, and they were dominant in the offensive zone. And not only that, but they were in the offensive zone for a long time. So the Kings were really just getting a lot of nothing shots on Fleury, which was good. They didn't really allow too many big chances, other than if your name is Trevor Moore, then you get big chances. But other than that, Theodore got a chance, but then Nosek from Martinez, Nosek and Tuck get a 2-on-1, and Nosek decides to do exactly what Tuck usually does when he's flying down the wing, and he shoots short aside and scored. So Nosek gets another goal. He ties his career high in goals in a shortened season. So Nosek's on pace for something like 16 goals over a full season. Okay, Nosek, when did you become? That's pretty. Nosek's having a good season, and I've liked how he's played. He was an AHL guy before he came to the Knights, basically. And he's really stepped up since. So Fleury made a good save after that. But then it's Alex Tuck from Janmark, who got his first point as a Golden Knight, from Nosek. And again, just another good play where the Knights get a rush and they shoot topside on Quick, and it's 2-0 after that. But then McNabb took a hooking call, and on that power play the Kings would score. It would be Trevor Moore from Kempe. It was really kind of a weird goal. Both the goals that Moore scored were kind of weird, but kind of against how it was going. But Kings make it 2-1. And the Kings got a little bit of a push after that, where Fleury had to stop a shot by Iafallo. But after that, so it's in the neutral zone. I'll just show the goal. Watch.
Davison on the intercept and the clear. Back on D with Meyer.
And I like that oh, there's a goal!
No, I'm just kidding. This is what happened.
Hockey presented by New Amsterdam Vodka. As this puck squirts in.
Oh, Jonathan. I get it. It bounced on you. Is Jonathan Quick the only goalie that I can think of, other than maybe Patrick Waugh, Jonathan Quick's probably a Hall of Famer, and some of the goals that he's allowed over his career, especially a certain one against the New York Rangers, they don't help his case for getting in, but I think he'll get in anyway. So Pacioretty just does that, and Stone gets an assist on it. But anyway, after that, Cal Peterson was put in, And after that, you're thinking, well, the Golden Knights probably are done scoring. And the sad thing is that Pacioretty goal is the game winner. That's the game-winning goal. Then Fleury stopped Lemieux. Pacioretty missed on a breakaway. And then Pietrangelo got a chance. The Golden Knights, and that was the end of the first. So Golden Knights are up 3-1 after 1. Shots were 12-9 for the Kings, actually, which kind of odd. But again, like I said, they were getting a lot of nothing shots that really didn't have a chance of going in. Then Marchessault got a chance, and then Tomas Jurco in the third line, or the fourth line. Jurco probably had his best shift as a Golden Knight. He got 2 pretty good chances, but Peterson was able to turn them away. Tuck got a tip, and then Pietrangelo, Marchessault, Janmark, basically all the good chances in the second period, they went to the Golden Knights. There really was not any real pushback from the Kings in the second period. Stevenson would then get a breakaway, and this time he would finally score on it from Pacioretty and Whitecloud. Great saucer from Whitecloud to get that to Pacioretty. He just flipped it up in the air. It lands right on Pacioretty's stick. Pacioretty passes it to Stevenson. Stevenson flies down and scores. But a couple seconds later, Trevor Moore gets a second of the game, this time again from Kempe. And it's 4-2. And that was the end of the second, really, going into the third. So 4-2 going into the third. This time the Golden Knights outshot the Kings 11-7. And if you're the Kings going into the second, or going into the third, you're like, okay, we are down 2, and we're going into the third period. We need to get some goals to win this game. We need to stay in a playoff spot. How many shots do you think the Kings got in the third period? They got 3 total in the third period. Oh, that's not how you come back. So we'll get to it. Fleury made a pretty good save early, and then Grundstrom and Carrier bumped into each other. Carrier was fine, but Grundstrom was pretty shaken up and went back to the room. I don't know if he came back in the game. Then McDermott would hit a crossbar. The Kings actually got some pretty good pressure, but they just didn't take shots for some reason. But then, again, against the play, Pacioretty and Stone get a break. Pacioretty passes it to Stone, who's right in front of Peterson, and just roofs it on him, and it's 5-2. So Stone from Pacioretty. So, again, a game where Stone, Pacioretty, and Alex Tuch all get on the scoreboard. And, yeah, the Golden Knights have finally gotten their top 6 going. Then, Pietrangelo would get a chance. Fleury would then poke check Athanasiou. And then Fleury would stop Iafallo. So, when the Kings did get shots, they usually were pretty good. And the chances that they did get, they either missed the net or they hit a crossbar. So, that's why they only had 3 shots, but still. Then, Brendan Lemieux... Pietrangelo takes a shot from the point. It goes off Brendan Lemieux's stick, and yeah, nothing against Peterson. That's a deflection, but that's just a fail on the entire Kings team. Like, I feel bad for the Kings after this game. Like, I do. I mean, the Kings are in my second tier of teams that I cheer for. Like, if I'm not cheering for the Knights, I would be cheering for the Kings or the Blackhawks. And that was just... yeah. From Tuch and Nosek got assists. So Nosek won the faceoff. It was like right off the draw. Tuch got it over to Pietrangelo, and then, yeah. So, the Golden Knights put up 6 goals. And that was... the Whitecloud got another chance in the game, but that was it, really. But 6 goals against both Quick and Peterson are pretty good. The Golden Knights were kind of struggling with Cal Peterson, at least before last game. But the Golden Knights have kind of solved them. So, finally, I've noticed a lot of goals on Peterson going off the rush. Now, I know that that's where a lot of the Golden Knights get their goals, but that's where they've scored most of their goals against Peterson. So, like, the Stone goal and the Stevenson goal were both off the rush. The Petro one was kind of fluky, but yeah. So, shots in the third were 12-3 for the Golden Knights. They outshot the Kings in the game 32-22. Power plays, the Kings were 1 for 1, and the Knights were 0 for 1. Not a pretty disciplined game. No weird bad calls like last game. And then my 3 stars of the game, I had to go with 2 honorable mentions first. Mark Stone and Matthias Janmark. They both played pretty good games. My 3 stars, I got to go Nosek, Tuck, and Pacioretty. Those 3 had really good games. Pacioretty got a goal and 2 assists. Nosek had a goal and 2 assists. Tomas Nosek having a 3-point game. That's pretty good, especially for what he's done in the past. 3-point game out of Nosek is pretty good. And just the production that he's had lately has been very impressive. And I've always thought Nosek's one of the more underrated players on the team. And I'm glad that he's finally scoring at a really good rate. I don't know how sustainable this is, but hey, next season, if he can score 16 goals like he's on pace to do this season, he's a pretty good player. He's going to have a pretty good time. Janmark played an excellent game. That third line generated so much pressure and were so dominant really all night. If the Golden Knights needed to get some pressure in the offensive zone, they just send the third line out, and the pressure that they would create, they'd have 2 or 3 shifts in the offensive zone, and you wouldn't even notice. So, yeah, just another really good game for the Golden Knights. They are really taking, after that last game against St. Louis, they've really taken off. This is their 4th straight win. Let's see what they can do next week. They moved San Jose's game, so there's no longer 5 games next week. But they still have 6 more games, or I believe 5 more games against California teams, and then they play Colorado. So if the Golden Knights really want to catch up to Colorado, this stretch of games coming up, they need to win a lot of them. So, yeah. Anyways, guys, that's it for this one. If you want to follow me on Twitter, you can get my thoughts on the game during the game at 2_pad. And that is it for this one, guys. I will see you next time.